Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound. And, today we're joined by two special guests. Both really don't need any introductions. First one, Spotted Gecko Gaming. You should all be fairly familiar. We've done a couple of live streams over on his channel. He joined us on Friday for our live stream over here. And we're all becoming quite accustomed to our very polite Canadian brethren who's playing in the Jean Bart. There is myself in the Monarch, and did anyone else spot the third and final name there that was in our team? Happens to be Riding the Lightning. Last chance. Answers in on a postcard. Yes, that is in fact Mr. T-Bull himself. Me and Spotted were doing some legendary divisions. You may have heard it in T-Bull's video on the Alaska the other day. Yes. He noticed that, in fact, both me and Spotted Gecko were on the enemy team. And it happened for 2 matches in a row. And, thought, sod it, just drop a message, see if he wants to join us. Because, we were doing really well in our division of legendaries. So he hopped on over and we had a couple of games. And it turned into an extremely productive evening of warshipping. I think we did lose one match, despite I think I'd done 218,000 damage in the Yamato, but it was just the fact that our entire team pretty much collapsed, and it was a bit of an unfortunate loss. But the rest of the time we were working as a team. Well, we were working as a team then, and just absolutely destroyed everyone. So if you want to hear the raw footage, if you want to listen in to the conversations that we were having, drop a comment below and go, Hive, give us the raw footage, and we'll maybe do a raw files. If there's enough, we will do a raw files version of this. So our game plan, as you can see, we're obviously pushing over towards B, and we chose this option because we had a quick look right at the start and went, right, okay, well, there's a destroyer at A, there's no destroyer at B, T-Bull's in the destroyer, let's get over there and support that side because they're going to be struggling. And by the looks of it, you can see their enemy team has started pushing over this way anyway, so it turned out to be exactly the right maneuver. So we noticed the Helena is broadside. Spotted Gecko pointed out, and I was like, right, let's open fire. Let's have a stab. He's broadside. I had high explosive loaded because I was trying to shoot the destroyers. I hit him for 12k, and Spotted Gecko absolutely hammers him, and he was lucky to leave there with his life. T-Bull's over in the centre trying to... He had to pop his smoke screen because there's a Flint, the Helena. There's quite a lot of nasty fast-firing destroyers over there, which put him under threat. So you're going to see us I'm going to focus this Bismarck because obviously that's what we can shoot at currently. But as soon as those destroyers start coming around that island, as a team, we are going to focus them and we're going to get rid of them. We're going to remove the threat, which is going to allow T-Bull to continue spotting for us safely and get some damage in himself. So here comes Helena, contestant number 1. Spotted Gecko's already got shells out, and oof, bye. So I switch back to the Bismarck because he's here. Yes, I am firing HE, but it's a German battleship. Their superstructures really like to burn, and it's also quite good because it's light cruisers that we have pushing the outside. As you can see, there comes the Flint. So it's right. Can we target the Flint? Flint starts spamming HE from over the mountain as Flints do, and because we've got 15-inch guns, we can in fact still Citadel light cruisers with our HE. So that's why. I do, if you notice, I know everyone says British battleships use high explosive. Don't. Their armor piercing is absolutely amazing at the right targets. An angled Bismarck is not the right target. Light cruisers, okay, you could argue they're the right target. And we've got some torpedoes slowly coming in, but absolutely no threat to us whatsoever. And that is when contestant number 5 appears, which is the Boise, the light cruiser. So again, we are hampered here with the fact that it's a lot of light cruisers, which are a massive threat to later. Spotted Gecko again with his armor piercing loaded absolutely annihilates the Boise. So yeah, it's a tough situation because you've got light cruisers, which are obviously very effective against destroyers, and well, you know, we can't really focus down the battleship because and T-Ball can't go and spot the enemy destroyer and kill him because, you know, he's in a lightning because of the light cruiser threat. So it's a bit of a stalemate. It's a bit slow going, and as you can see, the enemy team have lost 3 ships, 2 of them to us, and there's their destroyer is now deciding that Yadachi's had enough. He's flung 2 sets of torps at us, missed every single time, and he's decided he's going to push down the middle, and we're going to ignore him for now because we've been putting a bit of a hurting on this Bismarck, and well, we want to try and deal with these as quickly as possible. And there is the other light cruiser that's been hiding for most of the match behind that island and being a bit of a general pain. And again, Spotted Gecko has his AP loaded, ready, waiting for him to come out, and absolutely wipes him off the map. So that is 3 kills, but in the first couple of minutes for Spotted. And again, we're trying to. But my idea is, right, well, I'll burn him and I'll irritate him, and then any AP damage that can be done to him can be done by Spotted Gecko. And you know, it's a tough ship, and as you can see, Spotted absolutely hammers him. Those look like the torps from the Mayoko, which he fired 1 wide spread, which made it easy for us, and then he's got 1 narrow spread, which is heading towards Gecko, but he's got enough of a warning. He's not going to take any damage from that, and the Bismarck is gone. So we're paying attention. Obviously, that Yadachi's pushed down the centre, so it's now basically well, the enemy team are down to 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser, and 1 battleship. As myself, T-Bull, Spotted, and one of our remaining comrades pushing to get the cap. Now, we have a bit of a conversation here. It's like, right, well, what do we do? Do we push B? Do we push D? Do we take their cap? Or do we push down the middle? And now I said, well, right, look where the Iowa is. The Adachi was last spotted there. And, well, as we're saying this, their Yadachi has in fact actually started capping C. We do have a Yadachi there, but he is on incredibly low health. So even if he does spot their Yadachi, who's I think gotten away with the majority of this match unscathed, even though he has been spotted a couple of times, we are in fact actually going to push straight down the middle. And this is where the say the real teamwork started. The real teamwork started at the beginning of this match, but this bit coming up, the teamwork here was just absolutely beautiful. So our Yadachi is afraid to take the cap, even though we held C, we contested C, we fought C really hard, but because they managed to get A completely uncontested. I've been saying B this whole time. It's D, isn't it? It's A, B, C, D. You know what I mean. I never claimed to be right. And so there we go. We've got their Yadachi torps coming in. T-Bull almost takes a couple of torps there, but he safely dodges them. And there we go. The torpedo reload booster. And if T-Bull hadn't have pushed up beside me and I hadn't have had these warnings for these torps, I may not have got away with that. You know, that's 16 torps down a relatively narrow channel. So again, so you can see the sort of focus on teamwork. So their Yudachi has now smoked up. Our Yudachi died, unfortunately, and T-Ball's going to go in. T-Ball is going to start retaking our base to try and focus our points. I turn here because I'm expecting that. I can't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it's the Iowa that has that's pushing towards their home cap. There it is. So I sort of turn in prediction, and I look. Oh, it's like our light cruiser. Our cruiser's gonna die. They're gonna suffer badly there, and you know, we are ahead on ships, but we are significantly behind on points. And yeah, like, what was the Helena thinking? What was he thinking? Oh, you know what? I will go and I will fight the Iowa in my light cruiser. And here we go. We've got a bunch of torpedoes heading in from their Yudachi as well. But judging by the position that T-Ball's in and the fact that he's not spotted them, I'm backing up anyway. But I think we are fairly safe as we chunk a nice bit of damage into that York. And there we go. The Yudachi's torps fall just short, and Spotted Gecko takes no damage. I'm going to watch this bit. I'm not going to say anything too soon. And unfortunately, the second set were in fact close enough. Only just. They ran out just after they passed him, and Spotted took a single torp. So we're trying to kill the York because, you know, but points wise, the enemy team, you know, they're going to win. So if we can get rid of the York, which is obviously a threat to T-Ball as well, he can't really focus on hunting down that Yudachi and killing him whilst there's a York standing next to him, as we take some nasty hits in the rear from the Iowa that has now just pushed around behind us. So more Yudachi torps incoming, but T-Ball's positioned himself in between us and the Yudachi, so they're not going to hit us. Well, they might hit us if we're stupid, but we've got plenty of advance notice. I've already taken you know, a wide line around them, so we're not going to suffer anything from there. The York has been an incredibly difficult target to hit. He's playing his cruiser really well. He's kiting away. He's turning, and basically it's just got to the point where I can no longer ignore this Iowa. He's breathing right down my neck. We switch. Well, we switch. We've already got the armor piercing loaded, and our point here is to try and knock out his guns. We don't knock out his guns, but we do significant damage with the British armor piercing because we went for the superstructure, and that's what people don't get. You hit them in the superstructure, it's going to really hurt them. And we don't take citadel damage, but we take a massive return hit from the Iowa. But we've got a faster reload. Our guns are back up, but we score absolutely nothing. Our aim was there to take out his guns. And now, in the unfortunate situation, T-Ball has come back to assist me. But he got taken out by the secondaries of the Iowa, because the Iowa, whether it was skill or luck, he just happened to turn in just right, just enough to pick up T-Ball with his secondaries, and there we get the hit that we wanted. We were looking at eliminating their guns. Spotted has been chasing down that York. Spotted has now killed the York. If I die, that is it. This is game over. We have to kill this Iowa. So I'm like, don't worry, I'll tank the Iowa. He's going to be looking at me. We take out another one of his guns, and hopefully the plan is that Spotted is going to turn around and finish off the Iowa. But the Iowa made a mistake. He decided to bow tank Spotted and not pay attention to me. His guns are back up. We sink another salvo into his broadside, into the superstructure. 4,000 damage, but that was from just our rear turret. And he decides to focus us again. He knocks us down to just 3,000 hit points. And there we go. Spotted Gecko picks up the kill and wipes him out in the Jean Bart. So, 113,000 damage is pretty respectable. But yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. some awesome teamwork with some really good players, and it was an incredibly enjoyable night. And I'd like to I'll thank Spotted Gecko and T-Bull for joining us, and hopefully we can maybe get a couple of divisions like this again together sometime in the future. So thank you everyone for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this video. Spotted Gecko, as you can see, got picked up 6 kills, so he got a Kraken and some. And well, until next time, take care.